Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Lopburi. And what we're going to take a look at is one of the best temples over here. It's like a late Ayutthaya era temple that was probably built somewhere around the reign of King Narai, so in the 1600s or so. Anyway, the name of it is Wat Tong Pu. Tong Pu comes from the Mon language. It means like the assembly of soldiers before battle. They gave it that name because there was some Mon art here in this temple whenever they came back in. But anyway, there's some really cool buildings, a couple little chetties, and we'll look around here and we'll see what we see. Planning a trip is always stressful, but Yesem takes one of the stresses out. Open the Apple Store or the Google Store, search for Yesem, install the app, and then you can search your plans. They have regional, they have country specific, or they have worldwide, and you can have pay-as-you-go plans as well. Installing the app is super easy. First-time users use the code ENDLESS25 with a capital E, and it will save you up to 20%. It takes about 3 minutes. Just follow the simple instructions. You can activate the plan immediately or upon arrival. Then all you simply do is open up the settings, turn your line off, turn Yesem on. You can check your balance at any time through the app. And then when you're at the airport, just simply walk by all of the eSIMs and enjoy your holiday. So this is the main temple. Last time I came, this building was locked up and I wasn't able to get in here, but it's open today. Then they have a new building that they built, I don't know, 2 years ago or so right over there. And then we have a huge Buddha right there. And then all the, like the bell, drum tower, all the cooties for the monks over this way. And then the old ordination and ordination hall and the wihan. So we'll look at these next. And then actually we'll look at this little building here that has some really cool murals. Let's go into this building while we can and see what it looks like inside today. Yeah, this hall right here is really, really beautiful. I was over here, I don't know, 4 years ago or so when they just barely had finished remodeling it or restoring it. And they had it kind of a little museum that was in here. Let's see what it looks like in here today. So you can see how the styling is across the bottom. It's kind of bowed a little bit in the middle. And then it has the normal, like the brick layout there with the brick and the mortar. And then what kind of gives it the King Narai era is the lotus flowers over the top of the windows. That was generally what was done under his reign. That was the influence. It was kind of a Persian influence. And then you can see up here, these are kind of some Naga with that mythical bird. You can see the birds up there making a nest. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Okay, so it looks like it's unlocked. Yeah, this is really nice. Wow, what a great existing or a preserved building from the Ayutthaya era. So you have the like little platforms here. These are for the monks to sit. And then just concrete walls with these cross members and then the tiled roof up above there. So they have these strings. This ties off to the Buddha. And you can see it up here. So these are the Buddhas that they have here, and the main one that they have it tied off. Check that out. So that's what the Thai is called the Lopburi style, or the Khmer style Buddha. You can see the kind of the blocky face and the hair roll and stuff. And then up here they have a bunch of other images in these little nooks. That's what this building looks like. Has the wooden window shutters and everything. Yeah, this is a cool building. Okay, so let's go over there. Let's look at the murals now. And you can see how the tiles look on the outside here. Yeah, so King Narai, I think, was king of the Ayutthaya kingdom from like 1660 up to like 1684. So this building here was probably built somewhere in there. And it was probably built like most everything, built on an existing structure. All right, so let's go in here. This has some really cool mural paintings in it. And then, oh, this is cool. So this right here, this is a drum. So you could come over here and whack this with a stick and it'll make a sound. That stone is like really porous, and so it's an old style drum. Yeah, this is a fantastic little wihan. So it has the low doors. We'll go in, and then over here is kind of an interesting little shrine. And then you see how this building here looks. Yeah, really nice. Yes, this is what it looks like inside here. So this is a simple little building. Has the Buddhas right here. You can see the monk fan. And then check out all the mural paintings all around here. Oh, I love to find these little buildings like this. You can see how they're faded off, so they'll have to come in here and touch them up in a couple years. These here are really faded off over here. And these are more Bangkok era, so they were probably touched up, but they were probably originally the Ayutthaya. And the Ayutthaya, they didn't use the blues. They had the reds and the browns and the black and the white and everything, but they didn't use the blue pigment. And you can see the umbrella over the Buddha here. But oh, this is so cool. You can see how the wall kind of waves like this because this building is settled over the years. And it has just the plain window shutters. Yeah, I think I was here last year, but I was over in Lopburi today. I came over for the Monkey Festival and get up, come over here, and the Monkey Festival is canceled this year. There was nothing posted online, so have to make the best of it, and so came to see this temple. Okay, so let's stick our head in this little shrine. So you see the three-headed Naga there, and it has the little bell up there. And this one here is really bowed in the middle. And it has the bell tower over there, and see the Buddha image inside of here. So this one here has the wooden doors again, has the little angel right above it, and the normal Thai styling with the lotus flowers. And so this one here looks pretty close to that first one we looked at. The face is not as blocky. It's a little bit more oblong, more like an egg shaped. But the rest of it looks the same with the Naga hood behind him. And then it has a couple of the other small ones here, a little shrine. And it still has the little teardrop tops up here, the little lotus flowers. Okay, so let's go look in the other halls now. Yeah, but how cool is that little wihan with the mural paintings? So they have all the little chetties over here, and then two more halls. And this chetty right here is a replica of one at another temple right here in Lopburi. It's, I think, half the size of that one, which this is pretty colossal, but it has the exact same styling. And I've never been in that other temple that's across the river. Every time I've been over there, it's been locked up. And today was no different. One of these days I'll get in there. Gives me something to keep on my to-do list. This is the ordination hall right here. And you can see how the styling is. It's the same as that first building, except for it's completely whitewashed and the plaster's all fixed up. But the windows are really, really narrow. And it has the two birds up above the window with the Naga on the corner. And then this has a double row of Buasima stones. So what that means is this has been consecrated twice. And this hall can do all the functions of the wihan. And they also will make it into a royal temple when they do that. Which I don't know if it was a royal temple under King Narai. You can see the tops of the columns. And here it has the Naga made out of wood, the same as that hall over there. And this is the inside here. And you can see the principal Buddha. Wow, the crossbeam across the roof there is really sagging. They'll probably have to redo it here one of these years. And then they have the platform for the monks right here.
And they have a picture of the Buddha footprint, but I don't see a Buddha footprint in here that has all the auspicious symbols and stuff. Oh, check out that image right in the middle. Huh. You can see it's made out of bronze and it's really corroded. I would like to know about the details of it. And it looks like it's in the royal dress. It has like the crown and stuff on. Oh, that's really cool. All right, and you can see it has a small little tiny window right there also. Yeah, if you know about that little Buddha image that's right there in the front, tell me in a comment. That's really an interesting image. I'd like to look at it closer up, but it's way back behind there. And it's a small one sitting on a bigger pedestal. So it's one that they've had. It's just an old image. They've had it here for a long time. This is the wihan. So you can see the plates. So that was restored probably, I don't know, Rama 3 or so. I don't know, that's when you see the plates. But I don't know if they did any restoration here. I know Rama 4 came over and restored a lot of these places in Lopburi, and Rama 5 did also. But this temple might have stayed active as well. So this is where you have the Mon influences in this hall. You can see the different colored front door. And it looks like they have it set up in here for like a ceremony. And check out, it has like a tile floor underneath the carpeting. Huh. So the monks can sit over here. They have a microphone for the chanting. And there's no murals, but there probably would have been murals at one time in here. And then they have the main Buddha and all the small ones all around. Yeah, this is a popular pose here with the Buddha with the Naga hood. You see how many of them there are. You can see all the various poses, the different condition of them. And what I wanted to see is the face of this one right here. Now the Buddha faces will generally be a little bit different. It depends on who cast it, the artist. But you can see the chin is a little bit different. It's kind of an interesting style. And it's just sitting up there on the pedestal. And then there's a couple more back behind here. Yeah, I was hoping if it was a Mon one, I'd like to see the red lips that you see, that the Burmese like. All right, so let's go look at that big Buddha, and that'll be the last we look here at this Wat Tong Pu. Yeah, you can see the styling. And you see like that chetty that's back behind there. Those are two little windows way up there. And then there's no windows on the side, but it has those faux columns that go up to the lotus flower. They got the mesh up there for the pigeons, and the pigeons are still finding a way in. This is the last thing. So this is the huge seated Buddha right here. And then they have a shrine underneath. Won't be able to film too much out here, else I'll get a copyright strike. I got music playing over here. So let's go inside and take a look. You can see the Naga here. And then here's the inside. And then you can see the way they painted this. The gold and the red. And then they have all the images in here. So another one of these with the Naga hood. And they have all the days of the week. So you can come here and you donate. So if you're born on whatever day you find your day, like me, I'm born on a Friday. So this is where I would come and donate. The Thais all know what day they were born and the color and everything. All that's important to them. All right, so that's the inside of here. That's the whole temple. Now this temple is pretty easy to get to. It's about maybe 5 minutes or so from downtown. So not too bad to get over here if you want to check this out. Yeah, so over there's all the new stuff, the bell tower, and then the two old halls we looked at, the one with the murals, and then that first building we looked at. Really a nice place. Well, that'll finish up our video over here at this Wat Tong Pu. This is a fantastic temple. This is a nice surviving example of the Ayuttaya era. Now they do date it back to King Narai, but it might have been another building here before. A lot of this stuff was, you know, Dawadi, it was Khmer in this area, then they built on it again under the Ayuttaya era, and now they're building on top of it again for the Bangkok era. So there's just layers and layers of history here in this region. So this is a nice example. So if you like these old temple buildings, this is definitely something you want to check out. King Narai built, well, he made this kind of his second capital. So he'd come over here and do business for like 9 months out of the year, and then he'd go back to Ayutthaya. He was away from all the politics and stuff like that in the city, but he also was worried about, you know, conflict with like the Dutch, about them blockading, you know, the Chao Phraya River and stuff like that. So he could move over here, and it was kind of his fortified city that was kind of a holdout. So there was a lot of history to that and why they did that. And then whenever he died, you know, kind of in a coup, then they moved the capital full-time back over to Ayutthaya. Most of the stuff was abandoned then. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video of this temple over here in Lopburi. If you did, smash the like button. If you know more about it than I do, let me know in a comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and you get to see more stuff like this. And until next time, from over here in Lopburi, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.